Wait, what? Third cousins in love? But y'all, that ain't even it. The issue is this couple is all the way jacked up. Welcome back. Are y'all watching Family or Fiance on OWN? This will be season 4, episode 1. If you don't know anything about this show, it is a reality show based on a couple who engagement is not approved by their family and friends. The couple spends 3 days in a secluded area trying to work with their family or friends to get their approval on the engagement so that, they can get married. Um, so, with this, 2 notes. Don't forget to subscribe. And I do not do deep dive reviews. I like to provide my thoughts and insights, give brief commentary and rants. If you like those things, definitely join me below in the comments. And, it's all fun and games. Thank you for joining. So, with this particular season, we are going to meet James and Jamaica, um, who let it be known that they are third cousins and they are in love. They met at a funeral of a cousin. They are 10 years apart, 10 to 12 years apart. And Jamisha let everyone know, well, she let Dr. Tracy know that she's been feeling James since their first meeting when she was 18 and he was 30. So I'm just wondering what was going on in this young lady's head for her to even think about uh, getting close with a known cousin, but then also, he is older than her. Um, So as we continue within the show, we get to understand that, that they moved rather quickly. Um, they met up with each other with about 4 times, and then they decided to move in with each other. So they definitely did move in quickly. Now that this is fast forwarding from, the funeral. So once again, um, 12 years apart, and then about 9 years, I believe, they got back together to start dating and being with each other. Um, Jamisha let us know that she has 6 kids. James has 2. Um, and then he has other daughters that he claimed to be his daughters through another marriage. Um, But the kicker is, besides the cousin part, they still are legally married. So within the time span, they were basically more than likely committing adultery with each other, being cousins. Um, Sex wasn't mentioned, but we know that they're more than likely are having sex. It's just, how do they get past the cousin part? They did inform, Dr. Tracy that they did get DNA tested, and they do not carry the same blood traits as family. So I guess that allowed them to have more approval on continuing to be with each other. So Dr. Tracy let them know, hey, your family is on the way. So you guys got to break this down to them. So their family doesn't even know that are engaged. So when the family arrives, they meet. Jamisha pulls out her ring out of her pocket. Family is not happy. James brought in his friends and his daughter. Jamisha brought in her mother, daughter, and best friend. Um, Jamisha's daughter definitely presented some issues with James, as in how she doesn't feel like her mom is authentic when she's around him, which is red flags. Like um, being a daughter and seeing being welcomed as a having a stepfather and things like that, that is something that is hard to deal with. You have your own issues, and sometimes you have your own vibes. So I do definitely believe that Lyric was displaying correct feelings against James. Um, Now, James' daughter, she has her own inside issues with him as well, because of the fact that, he left her at a young age to be with another woman. And she feels as though he abandoned her and never came back, um, which explains a lot of the feelings that was presented throughout the show. Jamisha was able to meet with James' family, and James' family was able to meet with Jamisha's family. They, talked. Uh, got a better understanding of the relationships, and ask questions of why things were happening the way they were, why you keep things a secret, and they pretty much answered it, just kind of like dumbing down the relationship. I don't know why they would, when they are dressing alike like twins. They get their nails done together, colorful nails done together. um, so I guess the family is feeling, you're playing in our face, and I do understand that. Just be honest with us, be upfront. We already don't like the cousin aspect of it, but you know, quit hiding it in broad daylight. It's making us look real stupid. Um, so they continue on with the show. James and his daughter um, definitely displayed that they have a lot of things that they need to unravel. James particularly needs to actually uh, speak about going to counseling by himself, because he's harboring a lot of feelings in towards his daughters, and it definitely did show that he's not willing to forgive. And even though the show was an hour long, I really do think that they would have benefited if they could have did a little bit more deep diving with this particular couple and family, um, to get to the root cause of all of these issues. The kids were definitely crying. So understand, kids may not like who you date or with, but the parents have to actually hear the kids out, and we need to figure out why the feelings are so strong on why the parents need to be with each other, as well as why the kids don't want the parents to be together. Actually, James' daughter didn't really say she didn't want him to be with Jamisha, um, but she did present like, hey, how are you trying to start a family and you can't even fix what's going on with me and my siblings? Lyric was definitely the one that said, I'm uncomfortable with him. So Jamisha will definitely have to figure out what's going on there, because if your daughter's raising a red flag, then you need to look deeper into that. That is what I feel, and that's what I believe, and that's what I know. Um, as we continue to go, um, James and his daughter definitely, uh, can't actually speak about the past because of, hurt feelings, so she decides to leave. It was hard for him to fight for that, so the stubbornness is definitely rooted in them. Within her and him, and she's learning from him on how to move. So I hope that the healing begins somewhere to where she doesn't push that down into her kids, because someone has to break the cycle. Um, as we continue, they James and Jamisha finally kind of realize um, that maybe what they got going on is not worth all the pain that they're causing. Jamisha even said, "Our love is hurting them, or our love is causing people pain," and that is exactly correct. No one should be crying the way they're crying, and feeling like that they're not worthy of being respected, when they're telling you their concerns about what's going on. Um, so there is some work that needs to be going on, and I do really want to James and Jamisha to really work on themselves, because a few things, the dating of cousins. Why was that something that they need to do? The age gap, um, and then also being so secretive about everything. Jamisha just really was giddy when she at the beginning of the show, just like I have a secret and I'm not telling. Like you guys are adults, and it's not fun and games when you have kids involved in what you got going on, in the mess that you guys are making with their mental and emotional well-being. um Either way, they did call off their engagement, but I really do think that that was just a ploy, because the way they were fighting for each other, if they fought for each other like this, they are not done with each other. They just did it to ease the pain that was going on and that they were causing. They more than likely are remaining together. um I just hope that they're more honest, and people can take accept that better than the lies. But anyway, that is my quick thought about Family or Fiance episode 1. Please definitely like and subscribe. Definitely join me in the comments. Let me know what you think of this show. Episode 1 was definitely a mess, and I do wish that they would follow up on this family, and they have done that before on this show, which is good. They do kind of give us updates on the couple, so hopefully they are able to do that with this couple. Just see if they, actually get that healing, because there is some stubbornness going on. And but anyway, thank y'all for joining, and you guys have a great week. Bye.